very far away.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more. Lots
Okay,
of places
well,
are very far away.
I believe it was south of Clintonville, next to the Penis Enlargement Mountains.
By the way, Doc Fulton,
Yeah.
since you are, I would call it intimately familiar with Burlington, you could actually get a scabbard or sheath for your sacrificial knife here if you wanted. It is a small knife. They have it at Hardware Corner. Hardware Corner for all of your hardware needs.
That sounds like a good idea.
You do so.
All right, so the mountain that was shaped like a penis or whatever it is you said, what
Yeah.
else was there? As in, is there a way
Uh,
for us to get to there that doesn't involve traveling weeks upon weeks? Is there, for example, a gate nearby or something?
there was the Dragon's Butt that goes to Gotham, but
Where does it come
yeah,
out in Gotham?
the sewers, I think.
The sewers
it was
beneath your old flat.
Yeah, because I didn't think the dragon's head linked up with the dragon's butt. I thought they were two separate things.
well, that's where we came out of. But yeah,
By the way, and I don't want to be a dick, but it will frustrate shit out of Pete and Chris. There have been several clues to the location of the third general, but they were very subtle. So enjoy.
thanks.
Yeah. Just thought I'd throw it out there. I know where they're at. I know what they're up to, and the clues have been.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah,
it's just.
well, I hope so. God.
I mean, I'm wondering if they're. I mean, I doubt it, but
It is still overcast and gray here in Burlington, as a
have
side.
either of you been on the handy? I know you have, Joshua.
Yes.
Do you remember the rip in
Yeah,
time?
there was the rift in space there. Yes,
That's
exactly.
similar to the one that the guy made. So maybe
Yeah.
he's there somewhere.
Maybe.
I would not be such. I'm going to give you a card for really good out of the box linking, but I would not be such a dick to stick him in outer space.
Okay.
Okay, just FYI. Not. I'm. Where's your back suits? Get that or die.
So, the gate that the Cybermen were going in Night City. Did we think that perhaps is where he is, or she is, or it is?
We can always go check that because we didn't check. Like, I'm sure it's a war zone, so we'll have to watch ourselves there. But
yeah, it's been depending on what they've done, it has been a few.
It's been some time.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Yeah.
So, the ways we can get to there is either
Shadow.
Well, we could. Well, actually, we could try Clem's and see if Clem takes us there. It just means we can't use Clem's to leave because there's no Clem's. But Clem's may still work to get us there because we have had this before where we've been able to use Clem's to go to a place where Clem's was completely broken.
Yep.
So.
So
depending on how broken Clem's in is, we could potentially use that.
Before we leave, I want to just stock up on some ammo and stuff in the embassy, and then I'll be set.
I'm good with whatever you guys want to. I'm going to go AFK for a second, but we're going to stay here for another night, right?
Yep. Yep.
Can we cut too so I can make this roll, see if I can get it, and then go run AFK and then just.
Yep. Go.
All right. Do you have any skill plus cards?
No, I've got trash.
I have a patriotism card. If you want to refill your hand.
Oh wait, I do. I have a skill 15. It was one of those. Logan slipped in a card and I wasn't paying attention.
Of course.
I'm going to spend a pause so I don't think anything stupid about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I just fail instead. All right, I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, he's so frustrated he could spit.
Yep.
I'm doing a great
Alright.
job.
Can we just quickly pop over to the embassy? I need some ammo. I need my armor if they're gonna be doing anything dangerous.
No problem.
And yeah,
You want to do that real quick?
Yep.
yeah, well,
Done. You've got your really ugly yellow armor. You've got
the last piece, yeah,
extra ammo.
cool.
I'll get my.
I'm gonna try and teach you some
I'll get my shotgun and ammo just on the off chance.
air magic while we're
Something
here.
has happened to your shotgun, Pete.
Sorry?
Something has happened to your shotgun. Somebody's inscribed Shotgun Joker onto your shotgun.
Of course I have.
Damn it.
It was already a engraved shotgun. How
Yes.
dare they ruin it?
It's double engraved, I'm afraid.
It was a gift from Princess Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other magic you can teach me, by the way?
Freddie covers at you for a while. You don't understand what he's talking about.
Yes,
tried
I
to
have
teach
magic
you,
I
but
can
okay.
attempt to teach you. I don't know what you do and don't know.
I have fire, I have empathy, healing, air, and tech, and earth, and meta.
Do you
Yeah,
have
meta.
shadow magic?
No.
Alright, I can attempt to teach you shadow magic. You said you had meta, didn't you?
Yeah, I have meta. I have heal, earth, fire, meta, empathy, nullification, and tech.
Yep. I'll try and teach you shadow. And let's see if we make
Shows Freddie in the room. I learned shadow magic.
Nope.
He gets up, turns out the light, and you just sit there. He goes, that's it. It's a bit of a letdown for you. I mean, you could have turned off.
Right. We don't need breathing masks in San Angeles anymore, do we? In Shadow in San Angeles?
Not last time you were there.
No. I will though get my ID out of the. Here's my list of IDs that I've got.
It shows him open a wallet and it goes.
Well, I don't carry them all with me. I keep them at the embassy, and then I grab them when I need them.
Yep.
But when I'm going to places, yeah, there we go. Multipass, John Adams.
Mm-hmm.
That's really handy. I need one of those one day.
It says
Yeah,
multipass.
unfortunately, I suspect the gentleman that made them is no longer alive.
Who made it?
It was a guy in Night City.
Ah.
Because it's a ID for Night City.
Mm-hmm.
And it was quite expensive as well.
Can I?
Like 20,000 credits or something.
What kind of ID is it? Is it plastic or?
It's some sort of weird futuristic tech thing that looks like kind of a 8-track cassette, and it's got shit inside of it. You'd have to break it open to see what's inside of it.
And no, you're not breaking it.
Oh, but I could. Fine. Just saying, I could probably maybe make.
Because it cost me 70,000 credits.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I rummaged through my backpack. And I pull out my wallet and I start counting some money. I have, here you are, 1,420 back bucks. I'll pay you the rest back.
Yeah, no. You didn't need to pay me back. Because
No, I said I would.
It was for getting the spices for MMO land, so there's no need to pay me back.
Alright. If you say so.
I mean, if you want to get more money and contribute it to like Gothic to keep for the upkeep of the White Dove, go for it. But yeah, don't worry about that.
Alright. What else do we need to do? Oh, well, Yeah. I wonder if they have laptops in Night City.
They do.
all
They
mine are
have
broke.
they have sophisticated decks and stuff. It's just going to be a matter of whether or not there's any still around, depending on where we are,
I
depending
need
on
one.
how ruined it is.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the interesting. That's going to be the interesting / tricky thing. Is
Also, I don't know if you read the thing I posted, but we did find the barber pole to Clem.
yes, yeah, I did read it.
But
That's
obviously, there's no way to put it. So,
No, something we can, depending on something for the future.
Yeah, we can put it in Nolix and fix that one day.
Yeah,
if it works. Yeah. So, do we want to go to Cyberpunk then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure, let's go wherever.
Well,
Is there anything you want to do before you head there?
Don't think so. Oh, do we have like binoculars and stuff so we can see better?
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got some in my satchel.
Good. And torches for light. And I don't mean the fire kind.
I've got a LED flashlight in my pocket. A Liverman CX S3 LED flashlight.
Perfect.
I used to have... Oh no, I don't have any more glow sticks. I used to have glow sticks, but they're all gone.
So you guys pop on over to Clem's then?
Yep, and see if it works.
By the way, naturally, Pete, you had to get wined and dined and stuff while you're here. The kids talk to you, etc. It's been a while.
One thing, I want to leave the large gem that we took from the statue in the embassy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Treasure.
No problem. You guys offload some treasure and whatnot.
Yeah. Let's just see if I had any. I think I've still got some Night City money left. Not much, but
I'll leave my book here.
Very well. You guys do that, and you head on over to Clem's. Howdy. What can I do you for?
Shave, please.
Hot towel?
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Night City.
He shakes his head sadly, and he hands you. You can see the picture underneath the KFC picture with Yana in it. It looks like some sort of game that he hands you.
Atomic. Oh, I see. Like that, is it? I was hoping that would go to that extent.
It's all closed down, he says.
All right. Thank you.
Where are you going back to?
All right.
Give me a history at half or historical games at full.
Historical games. Yeah, I'll just do historical game.
I'd be really shocked if you fucking made it. This is a treasured thing for you, Pete. You love it. I'm going to go home and play with this, he says. This is coming with me. Chris?
Especially if it's got real uranium in it.
If you had some sort of detector, that would really help. So, with your new Atomic Energy Lab game, you go home to watch the Shotgun Joker play with it for a while.
All right, so shadow walk then.
All right, so no, but the problem with shadow walking is we will end up, who knows where
somewhere
in MMO
land. Well, in Cyberpunk.
Well, we don't want to go to Cyberpunk now because it looks like they've completely nuked it. That was the whole thing about the Atomic Energy Lab, is that More than likely, it's radioactive. It's radioactive waste
What?
now.
No. I mean, we were just. Well, yeah, but okay. Fair enough.
Hunters of the Radioactive Wasteland, Part
Yes.
18.
I mean, I don't think so, but okay.
And what do you believe the Clem meant by that game?
I don't know. He just wants to play a game with us.
There's a long pause as they both look at you.
Maybe it's lonely. I don't know.
All right. So we have.
There's no other gates you know of in Cyberpunk Land.
Yeah, there's a gate in Burlington that goes there.
Dun,
But
dun,
you
dun.
said it's gone.
No. The gate you were talking about is gone. The gate that's
Oh.
always been in Burlington that goes to Cyberpunk is still here, as far as I know.
Oh, well, let's just use that then.
It's guarded.
By.
It's the sheriffs and the deputies, the 4 deputies. That's where they go every. It's in the bank vault in the bank.
Oh. Well, can't we just ask them?
No.
Hey, do you mind? No.
No. They don't let anybody use it. You can't. If you go into the bank and ask to see the vault, you won't get into it. The only way into it is pretty much to kill them.
What if we just open the bank account?
Yeah, that's not going to get you into the vault.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Try it in real life. It's loads of fun. Here's $100 from my account. I'd like to go in the bank vault for a while, please.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Awkward.
there are other ways. There are other ways we could do it to get to Cyberpunk, but I think it's not going to be good for our health to go there currently.
I mean, it was fine the last time we went, but
Yes, that
sure.
was a few weeks ago now, though.
True.
Ever-changing world.
There's been stuff going on since then, unfortunately. All right, so I thought I saw something about the dragon. That's what I was doing. I was trying to find
The dragon.
You guys are dragon's ass. Yeah, I thought. Don't get stuck in the dragon. It could be painful.
Oh, yeah.
Kingdom to the east of Kinleyville. Along
So,
the strange
on
and
the-
straight road. Yep, sorry, go.
On the film, the elementals seemed to bow down before him. You said, right?
He basically he had the orb. The elementals were coming for him. He turned away from the camera, removed his mask, holding the orb, and they basically bottled.
By the way, you don't think it was the orb that made them do that?
Yeah, I assumed it was him. Whatever was revealed, or the mental battle between once the mask was removed and the elementals or something.
So perhaps he is in MMO land somewhere, because that's the other big area that.
So you think he might have just portaled to somewhere else in MMO land?
Yeah, especially since, like, if he has that kind of command of magic, so, like, you got to figure, there was cyberware, there were cyber people, and then, fuck, did he become yellow?
No, because Alex wiped yellow out when he walked the pattern.
Right, but it goes to the, like, if there was another avatar, he wasn't the yellow. What happens if there was more than one third level yellow?
Oh, okay.
Because they're supposed to be two.
Yeah.
So he could be yellow, and he could have just, used his magical influence on them, if, depending. Because I could see yellow being able to command elementals. So he could be yellow, and maybe that's why the people from MMO land, from Kinleyville, they went to find the source of magic. I wonder if he is at the source of magic, which is why so many are missing.
Yeah, but the problem, the issue
Because
we
I
have is
could
we got
see
nowhere.
them creating an army of elementals or
I
golems or
suppose
some shit like
the
that.
question is, where do we go looking?
Well, they have a rough idea of where the source of magic is.
I mean, Alex tried to look for it, but then we got sidetracked.
Right. So why don't we go and look for the source of Matt? Like, go to where they went off.
Because we don't have the airship.
Right, but we do have other. Like, we might have other ways of getting there. Like, why don't we find out like where they think that it is?
We could use the coconuts to travel there.
Uh-huh.
That'll give us some speed.
The what?
The coconuts.
Coconut?
Mm-hmm.
It's a magic traveling aid. Basically, you get two. Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
I've seen bits of it, yeah.
All right, so when they move around the countryside, they're going, and there's someone
Right.
following along with two coconuts going.
Right, yeah.
So these basically, if you do that with the coconuts, with someone clapping the coconuts together like the sound of horses, you move at the speed of horses and you don't tire out, and the person with the coconuts can carry a lot of stuff. It's magic. A magic device we got from the robot.
That would still take us quite a few weeks to get there. To where we were, I mean.
Yeah, which is why I was
Well,
trying to
plus,
work out a way there that wouldn't.
plus, just to point out, the people in the town have no idea. They've been gone long enough that they could have gone anywhere. Essentially, they're out exploring at quasi random right now, as far as anybody knows, and probably lost and or dead. But as soon as they can find wood to fix those airships, by God! And they did find a forest, but unfortunately, the forest is haunted or something. So, you know. Plus, the dwarves have a problem that you recall. And, plus the other group of dwarves, they need spices also. And they're willing to trade nothing but gold and gems, and just horrible dwarvish stuff like that.
Cold and gel. I'm just standing there like trying to formulate, okay, so if we go to Gotham, get the spices, but then we need to find the truck. But what if there's while they're busy doing whatever.
I was gonna say you may end up having a whole bunch of shit to do tomorrow just from stuff that they're like, we don't have time for that. We're going for the big plot now, and you're like, I have shit for tomorrow.
The other potential is in Gotham. There's a new supervillains league that stands for Zog. It's a ZOG.
That's just a background thing, just FYI. If you don't want to go mess with supervillains you don't give a shit about. There's nothing going
on. Initially I thought it was a background, but then I thought, oh, maybe it's actually
you're too clever for your own good.
Smiling Mask Man is a supervillain and forming the Supervillain League.
That's pretty cool, but no.
He's Smiling Mask individual.
Yeah. They would be a good supervillain. Take a card for that. That's good out of the box thinking. They are somewhere else that has been brought up numerous times.
Do you want to go to the inn and ask around and see if anybody knows anything?
Yeah, halfway in, yes. I was wondering.
Oh.
No, we've not. Yeah, we don't know how to get there anyway. So
wait a minute. Wait. No one's seen the wild, crazy, ridiculous idea. That since no one's seen this guy's face before, could it be the priest that we saw in the halfway inn? Or quote-unquote priest, just without the mask? He did have a jack on the back of his head. Or barcodes or something.
You don't remember a barcode or jack in the movie? Those who have seen the movie.
No, how close were you, Freddie, to when you and Alex and Tom saw
we were
Man,
quite far away.
Face guy?
Quite far. You had a better view in the movie until that was tragically destroyed.
Yes.
Tragedy.
Well, it's elementals, but we're seeing elementals in other places.
Well, the elementals did not go with this individual.
No.
They may have even been guarding the thing that was taken.
Yeah, the orb, yes.
Well,
Although,
we
but
can
he got
ask
the
them.
orb before the elementals turned up.
Yeah. We can ask in the Hawkwind.
We have asked about Dog and that before. Excuse me.
Oh, have we? Okay.
Yeah. Nobody knows anything.
Nope.
What was their name? Their name was...
What if we ask the dude in the tower in MMO land, the one that knows everything, or something, where the Smarty Mask guy is?
Oh, there's actually similar to what you're saying, but something else, a different location that Doc has been to, that I've heard about, that is in Gotham, that is over the river Shits, or Stinks, or whatever the hell it's called. There's a telephone that on a...
You can ask one question.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can ask as many. You pick up the phone and you just ask questions, and you get drained of life and magic energy or something for each question you
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, no, it's across water. It'll be okay.
It's across water? No.
And you can stay here, and we'll go do it.
Yeah, so what about if we go there and check with them to see if they can tell us information that others may have heard about and not realize the significance, or some other indications that might save us traversing weeks upon weeks upon weeks.
Okay. Never been to this telephone, but okay.
No, I've not either. I just know of others that have been there, and I've heard the stories.
I see.
Before you get too excited about going there, give me an evidence analysis roll. Anybody who's been to the telephone or heard about it in detail from others. Gesundheit, you sneezy bitch.
Shut up.
Right. The way down to the telephone thing, you guys remember, was in Red Carpet. Red Carpet, even geographically, has changed significantly. You would be very surprised to find the entrance to that place still existing.
Okay.
I mean, you could go look, but you're dubious.
Dubious.
Yes, unfortunately, you're done with the brawn part and you're to the brain.
I have one other idea.
Did the sewers hook up to it?
Yes. Yes, they did, kind of.
Have either of you spoken to the builder in Dino Land? The red 2D thing?
Yep.
And you, Doc?
Yeah.
We let him out in the first place.
Damn. Well, I don't know what idea.
Mm-hmm.
No,
It's good
good
idea.
thinking. Good thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a possible information source.
Mm-hmm. There are several.
Yeah.
Some become available for a short time and then go the fuck away, and then others are available and go the fuck away, etc. Tricky.
I mean, you can try and test some more tarot cards. Maybe one of them will be like, information.
That is clever. I have a card for that as well. Yes, possible clever. I mean, that already did work with one of them, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Potential.
Exactly.
Potential.
you want me to cook through a bunch of cards and MMON where we know they works?
Are you sure you don't want to do them somewhere where you have to do a willpower roll for each and every one?
Yeah, that sounds fabulous.
Neat.
I have no idea what to discard.
I'm just trying to
Just
remember
take-
when the where was it? In MMO land, that temple that had the runes about the 3 generals where we learnt their names.
Uh-huh.
I think the only stuff, I'm just trying to find my notes on that.
Yes. Here.
I think the only thing. It's the Temple of Dagon.
Oh, do either of you have any trash cards that you want to just give me to hold on to?
Hell, was that nothing at all?
I thought so. Did he run away?
No. No, but the guy is just walking up here. That's weird. I don't know if you want. I thought I heard a knock on the door.
No, I wasn't sure, so I just gave
Red orb supposedly trapped essence of evil, elemental evil, when released causing large devastation, whoever releases it dies.
Thank you very much, Chase. Thank you, mate.
Its name is Obnanet.
Predicting food.
I think you were trying to predict food.
I am going with smiling mask, confronting 4 elementals, taking mask off, and elementals bowing to the person. That happened. Getting big red orb, that's happened.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Want me to get the sword? I don't know, I asked for a large. Maybe they did you ask for a small? Good. There's like 3 of them.
I don't know how we're going to find this guy without. Some people may have learnt something about him and not realised it, but bit of a needle in a haystack situation.
This one. That they sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Freddie, after it left, the person with the mask, did you guys go over to check out the area where that person was? Okay.
No. Because there were dinosaurs and elementals there and everything, and we were just not equipped.
There were dinosaurs there.
Yeah. I believe there were. Pretty sure there were.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you.
I'll double check with Logan, but I'm pretty sure there were. Logan, I'm pretty sure I do remember this correctly, but when the smiling masked man went into the portal, was there a small army, quote unquote, of dinosaurs behind him?
Not that I recall.
Because I do recall you made us roll for sanity.
Then quite possibly. Or it was reflections of dinosaurs, or there was a vision that showed dinosaurs.
Okay.
Or there was a TV with dinosaur programs on it.
No.
All of these are possible.
I remember that. Because I remember the sanity roll. So, yeah.
It could have been from the vision, because We had to make a sanity roll against dinosaurs for the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was at the time of the howling.
Good luck. We're all counting on you. The two solvers are hard at work, so.
What if we just ask Mel?
Pardon?
Maybe she knows. What if we ask Mel from Amber if she knows where they might be?
We had previously asked Mel if she knew about Zog and Zog's generals, and Mel didn't know anything about it.
Oh, okay.
I believe she has since found some information about someone called Zog, but I'm assuming she would tell us. She potentially would have told Doc when he last spoke to her about the general, but did not. So she really did not.
I pull
So
out a
does it-
card and I concentrate on it.
On her card.
Yeah.
It feels kind of cold. It warms up a little bit, and then it feels like somebody just squashed it.
The person you were trying to call is currently unavailable.
I try to force the call.
That's really beyond your skill, but you can give me an amazing willpower roll.
All right.
Doesn't seem to be happening. It has gotten cold again.
It seems like it might have connected and then it disconnected.
Not really sure. You don't have much experience with these things. Recently. Something's wrong. You're pretty sure of that.
I describe what has happened.
Nobody hears. I think you may be the one of the few people that actually has an actual card.
Yeah. Well, they see me pull out a card, so I figure they know what the hell I'm talking about.
They look at you for a while.
Have the skill in creating said cards. And Shadow's Law. Excuse me.
Oh, Shadow Lore?
Yep.
Once you can bump your skill in the cards, then more shit may become clear.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the path all worked out for that. So if you ever start making cards, you may go up.
Okay.
It's ready to rock.
All right. So that is potentially unavailable. That is done and dusted.
So you don't know of anyone with divination powers or anything like that?
Nope.
Located person or something?
Nope.
No one like that?
Nope.
What about what's her face? Janet? Yeah, Janet. She's a powerful wizard.
Who, sorry?
I'll be back.
Janet. I think that's it. The little gnome wizard lady.
So yeah, sorry. Yeah.
The librarian?
The librarian, you mean?
Maybe if you read a book on him or something. I don't know.
We've entered in the preaching portion of the day's events.
Yeah, pretty much.
They've given us all the information they've found on Zog and Zog's minions. So if they'd found anything new, they would have told us.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Pete, you've reached the point in the puzzle where you have all the information.
Well, we may or may not have all the information. That's part of the issue.
You do.
Because others have information.
You do. I'm willing to place a bet that you've at least seen the place more than once.
What about the Dagon temple thing? What's in there?
Nothing. It's been destroyed.
Oh. Okay.
It got kabloomed when the Shoggoth came out at us.
I'm kind of wondering, because in Cyberpunk land, the Cybermen were going into a building and not coming out. I'm wondering if there's a portal in there that goes somewhere.
That was why we were going to go to Night City, was to see where the portal went to.
Well, I know you're afraid, but what if we just buy some hazmat suits and go there?
Hazmat suits won't help if it's ground zero for a nuke.
All right. How else can we gain information without actually going there?
Right away. For all your radiation needs. Right away.
Yes.
See if it's safe.
And unfortunately, we don't have any powered armor or anything.
That'd be a big help right now.
Yes.
For so many things.
Over there. Be there. Lots of portents and stuff happening there. Is that? I don't think it would be there. Don't think it would be there.
It's going to be one of those kick yourself things, I'm afraid.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. You'll be like, God damn it. And then I will giggle like a little schoolgirl. Because it makes me happy. Disclaimer, I'm not saying you're ready to go there. I'm not saying you'll survive going there. I'm not saying any of that. But I'm saying you know where to go. And yes, there may have been some dinosaurs.
Okay.
I couldn't dissuade him from it.
Tarot cards? Question mark.
So, what were you guys considering while I was away for a moment?
Well, nothing. Well, we're afraid to go to, obviously, Night City because it might be
irradiated.
Completely, yeah. So
we could go back to Dino Land and check the old base to see if there's anything left.
Yeah, it's hopefully being
for
time enough.
traces of a gate there, or we could actually look for the traces of the gate that we destroyed to see where it went to.
Yeah, so there's probably enough time smarts there that any agents would have buggered off by now.
But there still would be residual magic from the gate there.
Yeah. I just mean in regards that we were concerned about going back there straight away because of agents running around cleaning up, etc.
Oh, sure.
It's just going to be it's going to be the whole issue of being able to move decent speed there, so we're not spending weeks traveling across the countryside.
Oh yeah. Could always use the land yacht.
Yeah. Logan.
Land yacht? No. Land yacht won't work where the shit in the jungles and stuff. You need big open flat ground for the land yacht. Although the advanced land yacht you could pedal, but no, it'd still be a fucking nightmare. You want like the snow and shit would go, but the jungle's just too thick with underbrush.
So if we get like a truck, we could do it we could like shadow walk from Gotham to.
Motorcycles would be best.
I'm sure.
Dangerous, but best.
Yeah, we shadow walk from Gotham to the library with a motorcycle and a sidecar. Because we thought it'd be small enough to fit in the library and fast enough for us to get there without taking days. Now, from Freddie, from what you saw and from what we've seen on the film and from the images we've seen engraved of the smiling individual, from when like the pulling the mask off and presenting the orb and that, the body did not look in any way misshapen or anything.
Don't think so.
Good. That means it's not Morton then. Because Morton's body's misshapen. Because that was the only other thing I was thinking of, whether or not it was Morton.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, I know. It's just been one of the things I've been thinking for quite a while, the possibility of it being the smiling individual being Morton, but
that'd be kind of cool.
Especially because of the whole rift stuff.
Well, he could always also be at the marshalling area where the other two generals were bringing everything as well.
Yes.
And if that's true, that means his ass could be fucking. Because, like, I've been thinking that they're probably at the Courts of Chaos.
You think they'd be marshalling there?
Uh-huh.
I don't think they'd be marshalling there because the whole thing is the realms here within the One Shadow.
Right, but what happens if this one realm that's been fractured, maybe it was fractured on purpose, so they could pull, that way it's easier to make all these armies and then pull them in.
Yeah, but don't forget that these realms existed this way before he was released.
It could have been another shadow of him. It could have been another one of his agents. He could have just been. I'm just spitballing.
Yeah, I know.
Not sure where he's at.
Yeah, I
Plus
don't.
Now we know that Random is missing.
I think they're not linked. I think these are two separate events. The stuff that Amber Court's Chaos and all that.
Well, we know.
I'm assuming that when you met him, and from the individuals we've met, they have not seemed more real.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would be it.
Oh, by the way, since you mentioned Random, he's in the Courts of Chaos dungeon.
Right. Yeah, he's captured. That's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be there. Couldn't see him being there. Don't know about. That's empty. She was there. That would be silly, but amusing.
Hold on.
I don't suppose you can just hypothesize what the orb might be for, based on what it looks like.
Powerful item that will cause mass destruction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's probably.
Will the PCs be able to save the multiverse from destruction?
Exactly.
Will Chris eat his own head in frustration and rage?
Quite possibly.
Mm-hmm. He's losing it.
Mm-hmm.
May I make a suggestion? Just change the perspective a bit. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. It's a very vague clue. It's one of those clues that when you figure it out, it makes perfect sense. But up until then, it's completely useless. Perfect.
Yep.
Sorry. That's all I can come up with because I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to decrease your victory if you should make it, or your bloody, fiery end should you fail.
I mean, that would make an interesting staging ground, and they've vacated it. But why?
Another way you could do it is think about it from Zog's perspective. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you want to help out the PCs, Alex, but you don't dare. At this point, should GM say, give me an evidence analysis roll. Here's the answer, and away you go. Go fight.
No, it's just like you said, we apparently have all the clues. It's just not knowing what is.
It's just a subtle fucking thing that will make you go, are you fucking cat? Like that. I think I cracked my neck after 10 times doing that. Got to do that more.
Filtering out the chaff and all that crap.
Could be your greatest case, Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, it's not freaky obscure. I wouldn't do that to you guys. It's kind of like, oh, obscure. I mean, you could always go do some other shit if you want. Well, yeah, depending on how late we end up playing. I mean, you could always go do some other.
Yeah,
shit.
it's also the whole time thing. Don't want to.
Right. I mean, you could stop for tonight and leave a message on the bulletin board for Alex. We've finally figured it out. We had to stop the game, but we left you this message. Please write urgently to and do the and then all will be safe. Good luck. And then Alex goes, fuck, I'm with him tomorrow. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
At least Alex is a good enough combatant that, you know, even though Yana's character isn't a great combatant, He should pull her weight as well as his.
Yes.
As the sword goes choppy, 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 it goes choppy, choppy, choppy. Dogs and cats and squirrels and humans and rats, they all go chop. Choppy, choppy, choppy. I haven't gotten to see Pete think this hard since.
Where are my notes on that place? I'm pretty sure it doesn't correspond, but.
Pete may be onto something, Chris, old bean.
So what's up?
I was just thinking through my mind about different possibilities and stuff, and who he may or may not have recruited and where and all that sort of rubbish. I mean, where did Zog get his generals from?
Do we think that Zog is the red AI by any chance?
Not the red AI as such, as opposed to, I think he's like number one.
His avatar? Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There's notes for that.
Hey, you still got tarot cards you can just start ripping up to find out what they do. If you had another hermit card, that would be the bomb.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Lupus Malor, which his name is not. I was just thinking about there was some stuff about Bad Wolf in the Shadow Academy that didn't go anywhere. About the elves having their great hope coming back and wiping out all the people.
So you think maybe? Yeah, but didn't the elves like go to Cyberland? No.
No, they didn't. They went to somewhere else. The elves that the thing is we've encountered elves from a couple of different time periods, a couple of different zones. There's the elves that were in Beastkin that fled through the gate, and we saw they fled to a place where there were other elves or something, and then they changed the gate. There's also the elves that were basically worked as slaves at the Shadow Academy. And it was in the Shadow Academy that there was stuff about the bad wolf and stuff, and legends about the bad wolf and about the ghost dance, which would bring about the the victory of the elves overthrowing the humans and blah 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 blah, conflict type situation. But the thing of the bad wolf was Lupus Malor.
So question, how well can you describe what I mean? Like, so we only saw the back of the masked guy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe, like, were they human sized, or were they a little bit taller and thinner, like maybe like a fucking elf is, or I don't remember. Are regular elves just like humans except with pointy ears?
Pretty much. Which is why when we first turned up at Beastkin, they thought we were elves.
What if we tried to... Since he wears the mask, or she or it, try and find the source of where they got the mask from, and go from there. So where could he...
The mask is Greek. It's a Greek like Greek comedy.